Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So well below average temperatures, not unusual. I mean, we do, get a couple of days, even a week of some really cold weather at times during the winter season, and oftentimes we will hit the freezing mark on occasion for a couple of days. But certainly we're not looking at weeks and weeks and weeks of this. So don't get me wrong. We're still looking at a warmer than average winter season, and I think that is going to definitely play out. In fact, as early as perhaps Sunday, we'll start to warm back up to an average temperature, and then maybe even just a little above average as we head into the beginning of next week. And that's the way it looks for the next probably week and a half, 2 weeks. So take heart. Just 2 more cold nights, and then we'll start to warm up a little bit. 53 the air temperature now. In fact, that's even a little bit warmer than we were 24 hours ago. Dew point is at 36, so still some very dry air in place. And with that dry air in place, of course, the temperatures drop off pretty quickly after the sun sets. Got a little bit of fair weather cloudiness about in a north-northwest wind coming in at 10. With that wind a little bit out of the west, that's how we get the cloud cover. But still, the temperatures are responding, I think, appropriately at night. We'll have some fairly clear skies and some fairly light winds, so that'll allow temperatures to drop off pretty quickly as well. There's still some very dry air to the north. Again, these are dew point temperatures. Dew point, not actual air temperatures. It's a measure of how much moisture is in the air. Lower the dew point, the drier the air. And you've got some very dry air up to the north. That dry air, pushed by a northwest wind, will continue to reinforce the dry air that's in place over us. Now, there is a little bit of a westerly component, so it does come over the waters at the Gulf a little bit, but I think as we progress through time, we'll see more of a northerly flow. And that will, maybe shut off a little bit of that moisture supply and maybe reduce the cloud cover that we have a little bit as we head into the overnight. Temperatures from 24 hours ago are a little bit warmer at this hour. However, this morning, in many locations, especially well inland around Sebring or such, they were as much as 20 degrees cooler than they were 24 hours ago. And I think tonight we'll see temperatures at about the same level that we were this morning, or maybe even just a little teeny bit cooler. So we'll see how that plays out. But I think we shouldn't be surprised at all to see many temperatures at or below freezing tonight. Titan radar not showing a drop of rain despite the little bit of cloud cover that we have. Again, the cloud cover coming in off the Gulf waters. Off the Atlantic, an area of low pressure there, moving off to the north into the east, producing really major snows up in the northeast. Now, that center of that low pressure area has just dropped an amazing amount over 24 hours, almost, I think it was 32 millibars. I mean, just a tremendous amount. Justly named a meteorological bomb, this storm. If you drop 24 millibars in 24 hours, you're called a bomb. So this one well exceeds the criteria for being designated as such. And it's a little bit closer to shore, so this snow swath is a little bit greater. Now, we also have some colder air back to the west, and that's going to sink southward. High pressure builds in behind it and directs our winds out of the north tonight. So again, that allows us that cold air drainage that's going to provide us with another chilly night. 2 more of them, in fact. Freeze warning for tonight from interstate eastward, and then warmer temperatures coming our way on Sunday. Show you those in a second. Northwest wind at about 15 knots through the afternoon, and the extended range forecast looks like this. 2 mild but cool afternoons with lots of sunshine but very cold nights, followed by a warm up during the day over the weekend, no rain. And then as we head through the beginning of next week, we'll factor in slight chances of rain, but we stay at about average for our temperatures. Back to you, Scott.